Hey, Renegade Nation, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody fared well through the weekend, had a good weekend. Tonight I'm going to play a different map, actually a different game. We're going to play Farm Sim 25. Have a map called Forest, Wisconsin that I really like, and I'm trying to get it set up and ready to play, to do a playthrough on this map. It is a little bigger farm. It is bigger equipment, but it is still older equipment, so it's still following the lines of what I'm doing. I've really taken a liking to this one. You know, Stitzer is exclusive over here at YouTube. Monteith will be exclusive over on Twitch. This one here, I don't know. It may jump back and forth. I guess we'll see. With that being said, let's go join the farm. Hey there, Mortar. How are you doing? Hey, you know what? Can't believe I did that. We've been playing nothing but Farm Sim 22. And lo and behold, oh, it's not showing. That's why. Hold on one second, guys. Farm Sim 2, new background. It's game capture that I want. Properties. And I switched up on it. I'm on Farm Sim 25, not Farm Sim 22. I apologize. I didn't even think about that. As you see here, we were changing the oil in the Ford. That being said, guys, let's get down to the farm. That looked good. Pretty good dinner in the oven. What's for dinner, Mortar? Mac Power, how are you doing? Frank, welcome in. Oh yeah, Frank's here. Hold on. We're not doing nothing to the Ford. We're working on the John Deere. So in this map, you see we do have a bigger John Deere grain drill. We do have a Kinsey 12-row planter that aren't super new, but they're also not super old. We got an old Ford TW20. Over here in this barn, we have nice Landau vertical tillage tool. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but there you go. There's the old Alice Chalmers D21. And then out back, because we got a lot of equipment sitting back here. I believe this is a 2388. It's got an 8-row corn head on it. Does have a grain bin extension. Over here, we do have, I think this is a 35-foot Draper head MacDon. So it's considerably newer than the Combine. Max Soul Lover, how are you doing? Welcome in, Braden. John, welcome. We are going to have a grain cart on this one, so it means more than one person will be playing. Now, guys, this tractor's so dirty because I was chiseling the heck out of this one. But this is a Case 2594, I believe. And it's got a little Alice Chalmers, Alice Chalmers ripper on it, chisel. And we do have the Alice Chalmers field cultivator. Now to show you the actual farm here. Laura, how are you doing? Mozzarella herb chicken roast. Hey, that sounds really good, Mortar. I had spinach salad. And Dijon spinach salad. It was one of the Walmart things. It was really good. So on the map, all the main stuff right here at the home farm, it's all done. It's plowed. I think this one's been cultivated, and then I started playing in this one cultivating. I do have to finish plowing this, and then every acre we own on the farm is plowed. I will have to go through, guys, I'll be honest, tonight's going to be a lot of cultivating, and we'll see how far we can get on this one. I said, hello, Braden. Sitting on a Greyhound bus. I hope that's a good thing. So we do have a seed tender up there. This is our pickup truck. If someone can let me know how you get that fuel tank to mount down, I would appreciate it, because for me, as you see, it will not mount. And I can click any button I want on this thing and it will not mount. So we're gonna run down. So guys, you know I had, if you've seen this playthrough, I did it last Friday over on Twitch. We had a John Deere 4-wheel drive. I'm gonna be honest, it's gone. I found our 4-wheel drive for the farm and I am pumped. Still on the tank, take it minute by minute. Pain pills don't really work, but I still take them. I'll be honest, Laura, I had a very near and dear friend to me. I was very concerned with getting addicted to them. And he said, are you taking them when you're not in pain? And I said, no. And he said, then you're fine. You may want to let somebody know that, you know, they've got you taking these and they're not helping at all. Well, come on, Bessie. Turn on and stay on. But looky here, guys. We got a Stagger Panther on the farm. I am so happy. She's home. Me and Lee tried and we couldn't even get it to mount. Get what to mount? Oh, the fuel tank. Yeah, I can't get it to mount at all. I thought you were on the tractor and the chisel. I am gonna set the auto steer here. And away we go. I'll be honest, I have not looked inside the cab yet. Not horrible. Wow, look at that radio, a knobby. Let me, I'm gonna do one more. What I'm doing, guys, is snapping some pictures so that I can make thumbnails out of them. Give me 1 second here. Let me turn. And away we go. Full tank, you just asked. Exactly, Mortar. I had already lost track of that. Squirrel. How are you doing, JCB? I'm going to download Alma. Got a farm set up to do a playthrough on that. Can't wait for this stream. Can't wait for this one. JCB, this in here is, it's all, I'm just taking a one night break from Stitzer. This is Forest, Wisconsin. Once I get this field plowed, the whole farm's plowed, but it's my typical old school equipment, but it's bigger, and away we go. Hey, Brandon, how are you doing? Oh, I love this tractor. Oh, you don't understand. I love this tractor. Got you, Mortar. Hurry. We can't do this all night. We got to stop the tractor, guys. Mortar went to get his food. Now I want to set this up. This here is actually a map that Mortar would really like. But I want to set this up where it is open and some other folks can play on here with me when I'm on YouTube, when I'm on wherever. All I do ask is if you are on and playing and in chat, do kind of watch your mouth. Don't be dropping F-bombs every other word. I slip myself from time to time over here, and I hit the beep button from time to time, and sometimes I don't. Welcome back, Captain. I've got, this is the chisel plowing. Are you asking if I started tillage? Not even remotely close. I took Dad's truck back to him today. There's water setting everywhere. JCB, I'm not joking. I am 7 days out of good drying days from getting in the fields. I can't start tillage. April 15th, we can talk some then. And if it doesn't rain at all, I stand a chance. But you got to keep in mind, the only thing I'm working is I'm working some washes shut. I'm no-tilling. My drill is an excellent no-till drill. I'm going to no-till a lot of stuff. Why go out in recreational tillage and waste all that diesel fuel? We had a freeze warning last night, John. It got down. The lowest I saw was 21. I mean, it got cold here last night. So I'm not going to fib the tractor. I did turn the fuel screw a little bit, so she's got a few more ponies than what it calls for. But as long as I only put the equipment behind it that it would pull in real life, now I just pull it and don't have a bunch of issues. I have a 15-foot Great Plains precision, 15-foot precision drill. It's got a colder cart and everything. You know the in-game drill? I have that one. Hey there, Schwoke. How are you doing? You had 36 this morning. I'd have taken that over the 21. When Schwoke and I was ready to call it, it was 24 at that point. But it got colder yet. I don't know where you ever got Stitzers on 25, Mike. I said we're not on Stitzer tonight. I said Stitzer will be back on Thursday. Yeah, if you go in game and go here and go down to Cedars, that right there is my drill. And the hydraulic line I got to replace, this hydraulic line right here that runs from there to here. I know here they've got this one coming here, and then they got this one coming to the bottom here, and then they got this one going from here to the bottom. Oh, you know what? That might be right. That right there's the hydraulic line I got to replace. I actually think this one and this one are hooked together. And then one comes to the bottom of this and one to the bottom of that one. Boy, that was perfect timing to come back, wasn't it? This is an amazing tractor, an amazing chisel plow. High of 58. I don't know what our high was. I'd have to look at the phone. I just got here. Sorry, I missed Red. Oh no, you're fine. I'll be honest with you. Stitzer is planning. He's planning on bringing it to 25, but it's going to be a little bit. Oh, you see this? I'm on the TV at Mama A's house. I'm on channel 44. How you doing, Mama A? It is scaled, right? What do you mean scaled? Do I have problems with the bushing wearing out that runs the drive? I have not, John. I have not had any issues in there. The biggest problem I have with it is bearings of the coulters going out. And where it's been in the barn and everything was greased, they should be good to go, but I'm going to pull it out. Now, I'll be honest, I'm going to pull it out, put it down in the stones, and I'm going to move it a little bit to make sure all the coulters are broke loose. Then I'm going to go down there and I'm going to have to fiddle every coulter on it and make sure that nothing's tied up, is how I'm going to have to do it. And that will take a little bit of time, not horrible. Is it like the same size in game that it is IRL? No, in game it's a toy. It's small. Mine's 15 foot wide. Captain, Mary's still asleep. It's only 7 o'clock at night. She's still sleeping. You know that. Bushing on the left side sprocket kept getting sloppy because it jumped teeth on the sprocket. Is the sprocket bad, John? Or is the chain bad? If it was causing it to jump, that would be putting excessive pressure on the bearing there, and it could cause it to go bad prematurely. I can see that being an issue. Not for me. Yeah, here my time at 7:18. So Mike James, how was your day today? Advanced GG Blackout is our flavor right now. It's 7:19 in the day for me. We had our dealer go through it. John, one of the farmers, when I was working as an agronomist, one of the farmers I was working with, he had a newer Gleaner combine. Took it into the dealership because he was by himself, right at 1,000 acres, a little over 1,000 by himself. And he took the combine in and said, I just want you to go through it all. I don't want to have any problems during harvest. So he takes field out, or he goes out, and it was during wheat harvest, or no, it was actually during bean harvest he did this. He goes out and he starts cutting his first field of beans, and he went up to dump the first time. When he did, tore hell out of the auger. Now, he had one of the Gleaners that's not typical with the auger swinging out with the gearbox down below. It had a gearbox below that went up to a gearbox up top, and then the auger went out straight like the John Deere's and the Internationals do. I think it was an A series. And they forgot to put the bolts back in up top. And when they did, when he turned the auger on to empty the grain bin, it tore it all up. Yeah. He ended up getting a combine that was about 5 years newer from the dealership, and it had a 30-foot draper head on it, and they gave him that to use as they were going to fix his, and he ended up buying that combine. But yeah, dealership said it was 100% ready, said he wouldn't turn a wrench on it all fall, and he didn't even get a dump it the first time without it falling apart. I mean, that stuff happens. Something like that, a bearing or bushing going out, it'd be hard for a dealership to know that that's on its way out also. Not bad, I'm really just getting started, was up late. Oh, hey Mike, I understand that too. I get into that problem myself. Yes, it's 15 foot. That's how wide the one in-game is, JCB. That's why I said it is exactly like mine. Sorry I said it wrong. Something else on my mind. Oh, I understand, JCB. 7:19 for you also. What's 7:21 now? My thing was being weird. That could do it too, John. Yes. But yeah, I've never had any problems with mine at all. Mine's probably newer than the one in game. Great Plains went to a green lid on their drill, and I guess on mine I've also got an auger in the back, and it's hooked up to the hydraulics of the tractor also, so I can just pull right up next to a wagon, and then I can turn around and engage that auger, and I can fill the drill with the drill. I mean, it's pretty slick. I've been waiting for this. I got a really good friend, and he sent me a message, finally home, foot is fixed again, and the sewer line, which had went out of his house, is fixed. He said, WTF do I have to do to get life back to normal? And I responded, run naked through downtown Toledo, one of two things will happen. A, life will go back to normal, or B, you'll end up in jail and not worry about why life is not back to normal. He just read it. He's got a very funny response. I can't read that one online. He's got a couple words in there other than LOL. But we figured maybe the guy read it. We all had to go through the whole bar, replace all the sprockets, change bearings, bushings. Hey, I'll be honest, that's a lot of parts, John. I'll put it on the John Deere because there's going to be a lot of seat time, a lot of time of me turning. And the seat on the John Deere, I can set in it and I can turn like this and still be driving and everything's good. The Magnum, if I want to turn it, I got to reach down here and grab something, pull it out, turn it to where I want it, and then when I let go, it locks in. Now I'm stuck here. So now keep in mind, this is my good eye, so I want to spin this way to look behind me at equipment. But everything I need to do to pick it up and everything's over here. So then when I get to the end of the field, I got to straighten the chair up so that then I can do all that to turn around and unhook and come back this way again. It's a pain in the ass. With the John Deere, I just turn it. I don't have to pull nothing. I don't have to do anything. You can get up to that real quick. John, Mike Kinsey, I went through it. It's probably been 3 years now. And I wanted to replace a lot of wear parts, a 1223, and I had $2,500, and that was going through the online place. Starts with an S. I can't even think of it now. Oh Lord, somebody help me! It's going to drive me nuts. Sitting here thinking Shanks, Spanks. That ain't it. That ain't it at all. By the way, guys, we did end up at 460 and 460 followers. So I put the little thing in chat. If you don't mind, do me a huge favor. Give me that thumbs up on this video. Really helps the video out. If you're not following, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. That's all free over here on YouTube. Our goal is to hit 1,000, but our goal before next stream, before Thursday, is 645, because guys, that puts us at the big 650 for Sunday stream. So we got goals. We're working to get there. I'll be honest, I'm more of a case guy. One of those 7800 is probably one of the best tractors John Deere made. That whole 7000 series was solid. And honestly, when you go over to Case IH, that 7000 series Magnum is one of their better tractors. I'm very fortunate to have the two tractors I've got. And that John Deere to be as low hours as it is, that's a home run. But yeah, I ended stream the other night, and remember my goal was 640. And we were at 636 when we started stream, and when we ended stream, I was so excited when I pulled it up to see where we were. We were still at 636, and I thought, what did I do wrong? And this morning, it rolled over to 640. So I apparently had a couple shorts that were real good. I got one short out there that's at 998. If two of you haven't seen it and could watch it for me real quick, I'm trying to get it to hit that 1K mark, and it just ain't made it yet. Savers, Shy Guy, how are you doing? Hey, I'll be honest, John, my dream tractor, if I could have anything I wanted, 8520 or 8530 from John Deere. Duals in the front, duals in the back. I just love that tractor. Love it. How many hours on my 7800? 3800, 3900. It's the cab of it is in rough shape, the interior part, and I'd love to put a cab kit in it. I was planning on doing it last year, but be honest, last year I had the worst year I've ever had farming. I didn't have the money to do that. It'd be nice this year to have enough money to do that over winter and put a nice cab kit in it. I'm not going to put a whole new seat in it, but I am going to put a new bottom piece and a new back piece, new headliner, and then new all the way around. But I'm looking, it's about $1,100 to do that. And it's a creature comfort thing. It's not going to help make any more money on the farm. Just like you can take a tractor and spend $5,000 painting it. That ain't going to help you make any more money. You're going to look better rolling into the elevator, but you know. Derek Kid, how are you doing? Big T Bell, welcome in. CBM Gaming, hello, hello. But you know, and guys, as I said, we're going to take just a one-night break from Stitzer. This is Forest, Wisconsin. While I'm sneaking to the front of the field, right there's the entire map. We own this, and then we own this, and I'm about to the front of the field, so we're going to jump back here. I'm living the dream, Derry Kid. We're going to run this right up to the edge of the field. Stop her. Pick her up, fold her. Fold maybe. Thank you. We're just taking a one-night break, Aaron. This is a map. This is Forest, Wisconsin. This is actually on 25, but I have found enough older equipment. I'm pretty excited to play this map, so I kind of wanted to finish getting it ready. I was working on it last night. I got every acre plowed. I got to get every acre cultivated. I don't know where we may need lime or fertilizer. We'll check that. Added 50 more horsepower. Hey, what we always did, Graham, is we would put a monster sticker on our snowmobile, and that was good for an extra 15 to 20 horsepower. You did one of the big monster stickers, you could get up to 25 horsepower just by putting the sticker on. 95 twice last tractor ball for the army. That's a nice tractor. Now was the 9520 is a four-wheel drive. Did you have a T for a track version, or did you have the actual wheeled version? JCB, I just did one. Honest to God, you were in here when I did it. I did the whole equipment tour. I mean, I'll do another one before we're done. I got a couple of tractors in the store I can show you guys that I'm really excited about, but I don't have them on this farm right now, but we'll end up working them in there somehow. John Deere G down the road for me. I don't know that we ever had a G. We had an A, we had a B, and we had a D. Now the D Dad had kind of sets a little bit shorter, squattier than say an A, and it's putt-putt. And Dad had that one 100% set up for shows, and yeah, it was nice. No, this is not a big bud. This is a stagger. This is a stagger Panther. Back when I was growing up, this was the big four-wheel drive in the area. You saw a lot more of these in my area. You did see some versatiles, but not near as many. But this thing here's got another 150 horsepower over the best, or over the biggest John Deeres and Internationals of the time. Yep, I figured when you didn't say T at the end of it. Okay, so I've been parking a lot of stuff outside till we get everything set. We know we're gonna have to put another barn in here. I do not have semis bought. I did say before I started here I would take you to the store, because I hit a couple more tractors I'm really excited about. But tell me that right there don't look good. That looks good. I'll be back. I'm gonna get food and let puppies in. So in the large tractors, and guys, keep in mind, I've kind of made some alterations. So what you're seeing here is not what you're going to get if you download the mod. Mine's a little different, but you have that Stagger Bearcat, and right now it's at 220 horse. But if you go to the biggest engine possible, you can get stock 350. Mine's turning slightly more than that. I got my wheels here is what I'm on. It's behind me. I always go to Michelin. Now, I went from standard to there. I'm going to end up going to the bigger tire and there. I want that little extra traction. I didn't do that the first time. Yeah, so right there's what I'm going to go to. Below that is something up here that says axle, and I don't know what that does. Beacon light, you have a couple options here. You can put 1, 4, or none. And light bar, when I click on it, I cannot find the light bar. I don't see it show up anywhere. Attachers, all that is back here in the back. That's a 3-point hitch. Now, I'll be honest, since I am only using this for nothing more than tillage and pulling that way, I didn't put a 3-point hitch on mine. I see some mulling get at it. Oh, wait a second, John. Wait a second. Can't wait. Oh, no, Apache, I understand that. First got an H&G set now for sale. So now, I'm going to go to the small tractors. And you guys saw this is the case. I've got the 2294. I said 2594, but this is the case that's under all the dirt. The WD's been out for a little bit, but right here is the old Alice 180. I can go to a 185, a 190, a 190 XT. Now, I'll be dead honest. This tractor right here, my dad had that exact tractor. As a matter of fact, it's the first tractor I ever rode in that had a cab on it. And we went, when we went to pick it up, he bought it from a guy that he worked with, but Dad rode right here, and I rode right here on the fuel tank. That's how I got home. But you can put duals on it. You can put forks on it. Now, that's not a brand new one. I've had that one for a bit. The other brand new one I got, I found me Oliver. Not the in-game. It actually has regular front tires. You have options. I'm going to hide my camera real quick. So I'm going to hide both cameras real quick. So you have a gasser. So I'm going to walk through them. 1555 diesel, 1655 gas, 1655 diesel, 17 gas, 17 diesel, 18 gas, 18 turbo diesel. And then you have the 55 turbo diesel. So now that, and I don't know why, but that 55 turbo diesel gives you the most horsepower. Agco is the only brand of wheel you can put on it. So it's 3 ribs. So what that means is your front tire right here has 3 ribs on it. That is a 3 rib, 1 rear. So now you can go to 3 rib, 2 rear, 3 rib, 3 rear, and we're still on 3. Okay, there's your 4 rib front tire. I'll be honest, I think I like that one right there. Maybe that one right there. Now, the bracket, that is putting weights on the front end right here. So that there is just the weight bracket. 1 slab, 2 slabs, 3 slabs, 4 slabs, or you can stack, so you're going up now. 1 stack, 2, 3, and nothing at all. The white badges, I believe it says white right there. No, they add them right here. This is after White bought out Oliver. Standard. Oh, I love the fenders on this. So that's standard. You can put a radio on it. You can put a canopy over it, or you can put a canopy and a radio. I love that. I love that look. We come over here to this side, and we're going to go toolbox. We'll add a toolbox to it. The air cleaner. So the air cleaner is right here behind the muffler, and you can put a heavy duty air cleaner or the mushroom stock. Knob is on the steering wheel. The knob just landed right there. So now your steering wheel has a knob on it. Muffler, there's 3 different options there. We can go black. We can go black with chrome stack or just straight chrome. certified decals, that's right there. I'm not positive what that one is. I love this slow moving sign. You can put it right there or right there. And then it does have loader, and it says don't use this. So I don't know if there's an issue with that or not. And then last but not least, we're going to go to the mediums. Let me catch up with chat real quick. Brax, how are you doing? It's getting significantly better, Tristan. It really is. Sightseeing Alice as a kid, occasionally riding on 3-point. No, ours never looked that good either, Mike. We had a 1655 standard gasser with wide front. One of the first tracks I ever drove as a youngster. Still sitting in the back of the shop. John, that's the big part right there. So guys, you're going to love what I found down here. Series 1 white. So you have the 2135, and what the numbers stand for, this is 2-wheel drive, should be 135 horsepower. Now I can come up here and go to 2155, 2180. The other thing I can do is I can put duals on the tractor. But that's the Series 1 white. Here's the Series 2 whites. Same thing, 135, 155, 180. Singles and duals. But wait, there's more. Actually, I can turn them back on now because you're not going to miss anything. How about a Series 3 white? There's the 100, the 120, the 140, the 160, the 185. And same exact thing, singles or duals. There's all the whites. Now, if you like the idea of front wheel assist on them, right here is Series 1 with front wheel assist right there. Series 2 with front wheel assist. And you guessed it, Series 3 front wheel assist. So we can take that one, put duals on, go to the biggest tractor. It says it's 163 horse. That's a pulling machine. Now I'm going to be honest, guys. I turned the fuel screws up on these two, so it does have a tad more than the, which I don't understand. It's showing up here 163 horse, but the catalog says that is 185 horse. But I'm really excited with them, and we're going to work them into probably a couple of maps. I'm really excited about that. So that is the new equipment. And John, I'm going to be honest. I found that D21. So in here, I've got a D21, and somebody put it in special. They called it a construction model, and they painted it yellow, and I about dropped a load because I'll be honest, I thought it was a Moline. I was so excited. I could not believe how excited I was when I saw that. I'm not sure how fast I'm running. I like to run 3X. So I already started in this field back here. I think I'm going to skip it. I think I'm going to go clear to the back field. We're going to knock it out first and work our way forward. But yeah, I haven't seen any Minneapolis Molines for mods yet. Does this get into the trees? Nope, right underneath them. Now, if you remember, I got one field here. I think it's the third field back. Now, I'm going to go through and landscape this lane. I haven't touched any of that. I don't want to spend a boatload of time landscaping on this map because I'd have no clue how long it'll be around before a better map comes out I'm really excited about. Can you set the run multiplier in Power Tools? If you can, I've never done it. I don't think you can. I just use V and B on the keyboard, and then I turn the menu on that's behind my camera so you guys can't see it. But I turn that menu on and look, and it tells me right what my what speed I'm running is. And then all I do is use V and B on the keyboard. That's how I do it. The field to my right is ours. It is done, as you can see. We got to get into this, and this is the very back field. We're going to get the ends worked up first. We're going to get the end rows knocked out, and then we'll set an A-B line, and we'll get the field done really good. If it is, I know nothing about that, JCB. What are you having for supper? I don't guess. If you want me to guess, you're having mountain oysters, and it's the best thing you've ever had in your life. What do you think of that? You'll never ask me to guess again, will you? That sounds really good. You want to know what I had? I had a Dijon spinach salad. And I'm going to be honest, it was really, really good. I will be getting more of that one. You don't get the whole what do you want for dinner question, do you? Oh my God, me and Mama will sit and go back and forth. What sounds good to you? Well, I don't know. What sounds good to you? Oh yeah. Yep, we do that. I think that's part of getting older together. 3 chicken strips and a small salad. I've been on a salad kick here lately. I've always liked salads. I'll be dead honest with you. I enjoy going to Subway and having them make me a salad. I like them. No, you didn't have silage for supper. Do you think is the best for the Midwest? So we do have a server up playing Missouri River Bottom. That's not a bad map. It is a 4X big field, so you're going to want bigger equipment, stuff like that in there. Monteith is a very small map. It is a standard map, and I really like it. Now, we have a server up on Monteith also, but that's a whole different playthrough. We are old equipment, and I like what we're doing there. This map here, so this map here is a good map as far as layout goes. There is some things, finishing touches and what have you that you need to work on. You know, there's no bushes, no shrubbery, no nothing along the edges. If I was going to play this map long term, I would go in and do that. You know, I'd spend a good weekend and get all that done. Where the dealership's at in this map, as you start buying equipment, you really don't have a lot of room to get it in and out of there. And, you know, it's kind of like it was a last minute thing and thrown in, which I know the focus was on the farm. When you get around the farm and that, the landscaping's nice. So I'm not going to not recommend Forest, Wisconsin, because you can put a little bit of time in it and make this a nice map. But I don't know that you have, if you ever saw us play Midwest Horizons on Twitch, I don't think that map is out yet. And I don't mean just Midwest Horizons, but everything that we did to that map. I mean, we put stone down the side of every road in the map. We had a whole city in there. On another corner of the map, we had a Tim Hortons. We had a Circle K gas station. We had a little park out in the country down there. I mean, we put a lot of, I think we had over 300 hours just getting the map where we wanted it. And That map, I don't think is out in 25 yet. To make that map, it's going to take some time. I swore to God I picked that thing up. Apparently I didn't. So, you know, if you're waiting for that much of a finished map, it's not out yet, and it's going to take a little bit of time to get it out. Cheddar soup and a bread bowl. That sounds really good. Where'd you get bread bowls? Or did you make them, John? Oh, on the other, on, I thought you meant on Monteith, and I'm like, oh my God, Brax, please tell me you didn't do that on Monteith. That's tomorrow's stream. If you could live in any state other than the one you live in now, where would you live? JCB, I'll be honest with you. All my life, I would have said in the UP of Michigan, because I love it up there. I love the snow. I love the beauty, everything about it. But, you know, as the wife and I go down and visit her brother in Florida and spend time down there, I really like it. I'm not as big on the traffic and the crazy stuff, and I can't stand the alligators. Screw them. Screw them. But I don't know that I could just choose one. That would be hard. Brax, I think I'm going to put this one on a server also. I can send info. I'll be dead honest. I had planned on doing it today, and that didn't happen. I had to get Dad's truck back over to him, and that I went to town. I wanted to. It was sitting just below a quarter of a tank, and when I borrowed it from him, it had just over a half a tank. So I wanted to put some diesel back in it for him, and I went to Walmart gas station. They were out of diesel. There's a gas station right down the road. They were out of diesel. So I went to the, not quite the south side of town, but south of the square. And the one gas station don't have diesel. The second one was out of diesel. The third one had diesel. So I got in there and I got fuel quickly. Because that was my last option. There's not another gas station in town. I did get a little nap, Schwoke. That I did do. Oh, River Bottom's got a lot of stuff to do on it, Brax. A Dodge. Got the Cummins turbo diesel in it. That has had, I don't know why he had all the work done to it that he did, but yeah, she pretty quick now. Was on dry ground. And I had my two wagons hooked together and on a tractor, and then I had a buddy of mine loan me his wagon. Hell, you could get 550 bushel. You could push it, get 600 bushel in it. And that last load, he would get up and get his tires on the road and have the wagon. I mean, the ditch isn't really a ditch there. It's flat and smooth. But I'd have the wagon there, and then I'd run over and put that last load in, and he'd take 550, 575 bushel to town with no issues with his truck. He got loads of oomph in that thing. Looks to me like Eager got everything swapped over, and I saw he did a test stream late the other day, but he did go live today, and I got a chance to watch him a little bit, but didn't say anything. I was getting ready to get a shower and get dressed and get a truck over to Dad's. How about neither? How about a 1 ton? Oh, I thought you had half ton or 3/4. It's a 1 ton. Mr. Cowboy Mike's, how are you doing? I want to be a cowboy, baby. I'm assuming you have electricity at work tonight, Cowboy Mike's. I have yet to look and see, and I probably ought to do it. So as you can see on the map, everything here is plowed. This is plowed. This is plowed. That's the farm. Let's come here. So needing lime, just like the border of this field, this whole field needs it. We need lime here in the border, the border, this whole field in 2 spots where I put those 2 together and this whole field. So there ain't a whole lot of lime. Oops, there's not a whole lot of lime it needs. Fertilized. It looks like it's going to be real close to the same thing. We have a few spots in here that need some extra fertilizer. Every other pass in this field for some unknown reason, and this field. As far as plowing goes, not an acre needs plowed. I do have that all done. So we're getting through it. It won't take that long to fertilize. Got to hop in the shower. I spent the day cleaning the gas tank, the car, basically the whole fuel system. Oh, you were busy, John. They got it back on about 4 a.m. last night. Good deal, Cowboy Mike's. Hey, you know what? We'll see if Mary is here and just not saying anything. That'll pull her out of the woodwork. Can you explain the whole fire truck thing with Mary? She just likes watching fire trucks go by. There's nothing exciting about it, Dairy Kid. We just tease her about it. Yeah, there's not a big story you're missing. She enjoys watching fire trucks go by. We just tease her about it. Today's my cousin's birthday. I did say happy birthday on Facebook, so it's official now. This is true, Mike. One of the first streams she was in here, a fire truck went by and she got really excited about it. And you could see it in chat. And just ever since then, Dairy Kid, we've teased her about it. Nothing major. She doesn't chase fire trucks around. We blame her for it. No, there's no inside joke. Jason, how are you doing, buddy? Welcome in. You know, in all honesty, when she puts her watch time in on Twitch and it pops up, it doesn't seem that she's been around that long. But she has been around for a while. Steve, how are you doing? Welcome in. Jason is not doing good. I'm sorry to hear that. Feel free to chat away, but you don't have to throw dirty laundry out. John, have a good night. This is called Enhanced Vehicle. Going pretty well, Steve. Going pretty well. Took the truck back over to Dad today, and he comes out wearing jeans and long sleeve shirt and a big winter jacket and a hat and all this. Me, I'm wearing sweatpants and shirt just like this. I've been told VCA is out, but it is in the alpha stage and possibly not multiplayer compatible yet. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. JCB, I'm not going to get into stuff like that. That's kind of personal about another person. I'm not going to get into that on stream. I'm sorry. Temps were just amazing today, 68, 70. Tired of those hotter temps. No, that's nice weather, Steve. I'm sorry to hear that, Jason. I mean, I thoughts and prayers that everything works out okay. Now, the only thing kind of non-realistic about what I'm doing here, 10 mile an hour across chisel plowed ground would knock your teeth out. Using this to just kind of level things up would be just fine, but yeah, here it would knock your teeth out. That's a nice cultivator. Got a couple more nice mods in here, but they're in use over on Monteith. Match, there were some rocks too. He would ruin all your land. I've ran with Eager before. And we were running a combine. I went out in the middle of the field and I harvested a big X right in the middle of the field. Might have been a big R. I'm not sure. I don't remember now. May have been XR. I don't know. Oh my God, Steve, it was funny as all get out. He gets into the next field to help me harvest it and sees this big thing in the middle of the field. He's like, "Are you serious?" Yep. It wouldn't be one of my farms, Mike, unless you didn't hear ching chang bing bang and we're hitting some rocks. That's a fact. I think I got rocks on every farm I own. About done with the first field cultivating for the day. I'm just going to work myself back up to the farm is what I'm going to do. Didn't really want to end in the back of this field, but I guess it doesn't really matter. But I've seen a lot of fields that are significantly worse than other fields. Hey, Eric, how are you doing? Welcome in. I'll be dead honest, I am really excited about having this stagger in game. You know, we always had John Deere four-wheel drives on the farm when I was growing up, and this is one of them things. I always looked across the fence and the grass is greener on the other side, and I always wanted a stagger on the farm so bad. My uncle's actually got one, even though he's not farming his ground anymore. He owns a stagger. I'm going to be honest. I can't answer that, JCB. This whole program is above my head. I'll be honest. I keyed 3 buttons into my side panel, and I keyed 4 buttons into my side panel, and that's all I use. There are all kinds of key commands for this, and I don't know them all. Speedy Wrench, how are you doing, bud? Oh, that's Steve. I'm sorry everything happened. That's shitty how that worked out. Oh, I've got some. So I do my best to not chisel plow down at Bev's or on Shady Vale because I'll bring some barn burners up. Some big rocks. Oh, gotcha, Eric. Okay, sorry guys, I'm on top of a little situation going on here. I just wanted to read what was said. IP, how are you doing? Welcome in. Well, Steve, I hate to say it, but that's some of the reason I don't do a lot of Steam myself. I think the only game I have through Steam is ATS, simply because I can't get it anywhere else. And I'll be dead honest, I don't play it much. I haven't played it in probably a year and a half. I've got some money on Steam I got to use for something, and I don't know what to use it on. So I was going to get some updated states, because the last state that I updated was Colorado. So that'll tell you how long it's been. Oh, how long it's been since I've played it. And if ATS just all of a sudden disappeared one day, life would go on. I'm living the dream, IP. Just living the dream. I think tonight I can get all the cultivating done here. Boy, I'll tell you what, this is an awful sharp turn to run a tractor turning. Well, Steve's account got hacked, and when it got hacked, he lost everything. He's got to rebuy all the games, even though he had bought them before, and they knew he had bought them. They said that all he bought was the ability to play the games, not to actually own them, And so now here he goes. He's rebuying games for a second time. And yeah, he's in the middle of a heck of a mess. I mean, it's a bad deal, JCB. A bad deal. Oh Lord, looky who woke up. I understand %. Never thought Steve would be able to remove games if they wanted. See, and that's just, Steve, I hate to say it, but that's bullcrap. I definitely feel sorry for you for what they did there. Not at all. Not at all, IP. We're 7 days out minimum, and that's with good drying days and no rain at all. I took Dad's truck back to him today, and I'm telling you, there's water land everywhere out there. I mean, fields were, you got some places in fields that the topsoil looks dry, but if you dare get out, my God, you'd sink to your ankles. It's wet. It's a mess under there. Mary heard sirens and woke up. How are you doing, FP? You don't, JCB. You go and you buy the game again. That's what Steve was just saying above. He just absolutely had to go and buy Flight Sim a second time. You know, we're not talking a $9.99 game here. It's an expensive game. And he's got to buy the whole thing again if he wants to play it. Oh no, I am not tired of Stitzer. You don't understand, Aaron. Stitzer has a near and dear place to my heart, and we are so far in debt that we kind of made a pact that we were going to go ahead and push and do this. So Stitzer is far from done. We have a mission that we want to complete there. Once we complete that mission, we'll decide what we want to do from there. But to stay moving forward, I think this is going to be a map. This will be server number 3 over on this, and maybe 1 day a week here and 1 day a week on Twitch. I don't know. So I'm going to kind of play it by ear. 25 is getting better mods introduced. Now, I'll be honest, a lot of the mods you're finding, even on itch.io, they're broken. They won't refuel. They have no sound. None of the lights work. You have a lot of that going on out there. And so you may have to do some work when you get one in. Basic things I can work on, but if you get into needing the big program, I don't remember the name of it, but you need that, and I'm out. I'm not your man. I don't know how to run that program. Should be a good weekend. Going to hang out with some friends and go back to the racetrack. What kind of racing, Jason? Oh, racing Jason. Yeah, see this? See this? Frank had to lurk. He can't handle the power of a stagger. He's used to the power of a third. I've got all that done, IP. My one pass, well, I shouldn't say, I didn't put a whole bunch of new ones on because the little bit of tillage I've got to do this spring, that one pass will go right through it. It had new front diffs put on it last fall before I bought it, so them are good. I got a couple. At the end of spring, I may have some shovels that are starting to wear down and I'll need to replace them, and I've got them all there, but I wasn't going to put them on right now. I think it'll do a pretty good job and get me through spring. I don't get tired of playing Stitzer. That's why I'm hoping I don't get tired of playing Stitzer. I thought you were saying us. I apologize, Aaron. I explained that totally different way. Dirt track, gotcha. Sleep apnea can definitely make you tired during the day. Yes, it does. To the point you can go to a stoplight and while the light's red and you're waiting, fall asleep. I've done that before. Now, I'm not going to take a full swath here, hoping that I can just kind of straighten the field up here. I'll bet I still don't get it all at the end. Well, I don't think, well, you may be different in Canada, Mary, but down here we don't just go and book it. You have to actually talk to the doctor and he has to order it. Mama thinks I have sleep apnea. That makes me tired during the day. So with sleep apnea, when I went in to do my test, they said I stopped breathing 92 times an hour. Think about that. 92 times an hour. They were saying they felt I had had sleep apnea for over 4 years. And they felt, you see that, guys? Can't have that happen, can we? They felt that I had not seen REM sleep in over 4 years. Then you got to get insurance to approve it. Oh, believe it or not, I never got denied, Mike. I never got denied when I did I've only done one sleep study, and it didn't get denied. They approved it right off the bat, and I did it. I went in, they had me hooked up, and I had wires coming from all parts of my body. Oh yeah. Oh, Mortar, I'm in the same boat, and I sleep with a mask on every night. No ands, ifs, or buts about it. The mask I have right now, y'all laugh at me, but up top, so there's a piece right up here, and the top, the mask hooks into it. It broke the other night, so I've got it. I used where if you cut yourself and you put like a Neosporin and a gauze pad on it, and then you wrap it with that elastic wrap. I've got that holding the top together. Down here where the hose, you plug the hose into the mask, I got it where it's coming out all the time, so it's all taped together so it won't come apart. I need to foot the bill and get a new mask, and Mama's been on me to do that. I haven't done it yet. I need to get either the truck or the Suburban fixed. I got to find a way to get a clothes dryer running. I got to get a dishwasher fixed. I can get by with that crappy mask I've got. But I got to get this stuff going. Never knew it, Steve, but back when I got more, there was a couple girls I dated first time, and they woke up crying because they thought I died. Mortar, I had a meeting in Toledo, and the roommate I had was from Delphus, from a whole different location, and he had sleep apnea. And when I woke up, when the alarm went off, I kind of hit it and shut it off. My eyes open up a little bit, and he is sitting upright in his bed, staring at me. Kind of freaked me out, and I'm like, "You okay?" He says, "I've been sitting here for about 2 hours wondering whether I was going to get up and start pounding on your chest." And he said, "You need to go get a test." He said, "You have sleep apnea and you have it bad." He said, "You quit breathing I don't know how many times." And he said, "There were multiple times I started to get out of bed, and he said, I was going to come over and start pounding on your chest to get your heart going again." That's where I first found out about it, Mortar. My issue is if I can fall asleep. Oh, you'll fall asleep, trust me. If you don't fall asleep, they send Guido in and he knocks you out. Oh, come on, Cultivator. I put you down. I know I did. Yeah, he'll knock you out. You'll sleep. I dated a sleep tech when I woke up first night. As she slept over, she was sitting at the end of the bed with a pad of paper. Yep, you were in trouble, Mortar. You were in trouble. Needless to say, we didn't date after that, but I did go get a sleep study. Yeah, Mike, somebody, I think it might have been KT, was saying that he did his sleep study and they gave him this kit to take home. And I'm like, how do they hook that much crap up for you to take home? I mean, that'd be a lot of stuff to take home. Turn around here. I'm going to grab something real quick. And I'm sure as soon as I do, I'll have friends here. I'm going to go to sleep study. Did not like it whatsoever. I don't know what there is to not like, Braden. You sleep. You're hooked up with things and you sleep. There's nothing not to like. 141 Speedway. I've never heard of that one. Out there with Mama right now. I'll get them. What I don't understand, Mortar, is when they did this, they apparently put it on while I was sleeping. They put it on me. I mean, everything's sitting in there and already set up, but they come in and put it on me. I don't remember any of that. I don't remember none of it. They aren't as involved as a kit. They couldn't be, Mike. Luckily, I sleep like a rock most nights. That's probably not an option for us, Graham, but we do have some clothes that we do dry that way. You know, Mama's got some clothes that are hang dry only, and we'll use it for them. I could not sleep on my stomach at all. Not at all. I am 100% a back and a side sleeper. Oh, come on. And I know the routine spot on. Lay down on my back. I'll flip and go to my left side for half an hour. Back on my back. I'll go to my right side for half an hour. Back on my back, and then I'll wake up in the morning. So I'd say I'm predominantly a back sleeper, but I cannot sleep on my stomach. Yeah, I don't have a battery pack or anything like that for mine, Mortar, but so I'm on my third machine. So when I go on vacation, I just take my old machine with me. I don't even take, I don't take the one I use here every night. That would be why I've never heard of it, Jason. That's quite the haul for me. Sleep like a baby, wake up 2 hours yelling and screaming. Biggs, I'll tell you that. Now that's a problem I've had lately is I'll sleep about 2 hours and I wake up and got to go to the bathroom and then I'm wide awake. And I could be up an hour, could be up 2 hours. You never know. So yeah, I may have laid in bed for 8 hours and slept 5. I sleep like rotisserie chicken. I rotate all night long. Oh, so Mike, I have, is your bed a Tempur-Pedic by chance? Mama and I have it's called a California King Tempur-Pedic. And that way it's like 2 super singles or something. It's a little bigger than a normal king, but all of the lift your head, lift your legs, vibration, all that, it's individual. So she can be in 0 gravity and I can have just my legs up, and it's individual. And I like that, but I will say this. I had the feet and the head up one night and I ended up flipping over to my side. I woke up the next morning, I could barely walk. I got to be real careful of that. Oh God, the tornado. I mean, my brother is home. I just realized that tractor. No, Mary, this is actually a stagger. This is the color of a stagger. You pick on my stagger and me and you gonna fight. I'm gonna knock you into next week. Yeah. Give me a second. I think I'm up to Mortar. I don't think I've missed anything, but guys, if I do miss something in chat, don't be afraid to say it again. The other thing I'll say is CPAP, I got up every night around 2 a.m. to pee, and I have CPAP, wake up in the middle of the night anymore. Then me and you have a different issue, Mortar, because I'll be dead honest with you. There are some nights you can go through, I can go through and track it, but I'll bet I've got nights that I get up and pee 4 times a night. Just wait, you're getting older. It's going to happen, Mortar. It's going to happen. Got you, Mike. You ain't going to take me out at my knees. I got strong knees. Remember, I've had surgery. They're rebuilt. I'm the bionic knee man. What do you think of that, Mary? I don't know, Frank. I beat you every time we've ever fought. Why should I get donkeys? Now I'm not 25 years in, but I'm between 15 and 20. I'm going to say I'm 18, 19 years in Oz. And yeah, big difference. Hey, Mortar, I'm going to offer you advice. Don't leave your 30s and go into your 40s like I did. And here comes a true story. Good friend of mine comes over. No, you don't, lady. Them are mine. Good friend of mine comes over to help me celebrate turning 40 years old. I had a case of Miller Lite in the garage. He brought an 18-pack of Miller Lite with him. There may have been a 12-pack of other beer in there, just from whatever. At midnight, him and I are standing in the driveway, beer in one hand, cigar in the other. No, I don't smoke cigars. I have a couple times in my life to celebrate doing something. But yeah, we got a beer in one hand, a cigar in the other, and we were howling at the moon. It was a full moon. Mama come outside and said, if you two idiots don't get in the garage and shut up, I am calling the police. True story. I'll be dead honest. You know how, Mortar, I wanted to be able to say I got drunk and woke up. You know how you do something, you drink too much one night and you wake up in the morning and realize, oh crap, I lost my car keys. Well, I wanted to get up and say that I had lost my 30s. Yep, I did. Bigger than day. I got a lot of bionic parts, Braden. Oh, exactly, Mike. It's bad. Kick him in the fork. They really, that likely hasn't been rebuilt. The fork. All I can pee before I go to bed and still get up and pee 3 or 4 times a night. Mike, I go into zero gravity. This is no joke. I go into zero gravity and then I put the head down some. I leave the feet clear up. Oh no, not at all. And Frank, you are correct. I can say 100% sure that I'll be ringing in my 40s that way. Yeah, I would not suggest that at all, Mortar. I'll be honest, I don't remember that night. I drank way too much. Really, Batman. That's cool. Yeah, so I've noticed here lately, if I know I'm going to flip to my side, I'll lift my head a little bit, but then I put the feet down some. My God, that's so comfortable. Hold on here. I got to stop for 1 second. Drunk me used to play a game with sober me. Let drunk me hide my wallet and keys and let sober me find them. Graham, that's awesome. Guys, I actually, oh, wait a minute. My stepmom just sent me a picture. My aunt that lives in Florida, it's what she found in her backyard this morning. I'm going to guess it's a 10 or 12 foot long gator. Yeah, yep. We're going to get off that picture I don't like that one. So I have an app on my phone that will tell me all of this stuff. Face ID. Come on. And I go to history. And then I go to events. No, not events. On off, that's what I go to. So it's okay, here you go, guys. So this is from the 1st to the 8th, or logged in here. This is how many times I had to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. 3, 3, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. I'm telling you, more of this getting old shit is ridiculous. I also have a usage meter. And the most sleep I've had in a night this month is 6 hours and 36 minutes on Sunday. There's one 2 hours and 57 minutes. 3 hours and 32 minutes. 3 hours and 45 minutes. I need to start getting more sleep. Drink out like you used to as a kid and drink some Gatorade. No, it don't work that way anymore. Now heavy coat and lower back and hip issues. My lower back has been rough. EB, really bad. CM Gaming, how are you doing? She'd keep to herself. I don't want no gator in my backyard. No, I can't. Gators scare the heck out of me. My 30s kicked off getting married. My 40s started off getting divorced. I just haven't figured out which one I want to forget yet. I like that, Max. This is the pepperoni ones. Oh my God, they're amazing. Gators are fine unless you start petting them. Yeah, coming from a Floridian. Gators are not fine. Yeah, I'll be honest, Steve. I'm scared to death gators. I had a whole trip. It was like 4 days of fishing, 5 nights on Lake Okeechobee. Guided a guide the entire time. They supplied the boat, the tackle, everything. Every night was steak and seafood and all you wanted to drink, all expenses paid, everything. I turned it down because I'm afraid of gators. I wasn't going to be out on the water like that on a boat that a gator could flip over and eat me. No, wasn't happening. Call me a wimp for turning down the fishing trip of a lifetime, but yeah, no interest at all. They're slow out of the water. Hey, let's throw this out there, Mike. I don't run like Jesse Owens. You love seeing them? Nope, not me. Not me, Steve. Oh, I can't, Mike, I can't come up with it. What was it Crocodile Dundee said? Crocodile hunting's illegal, isn't it? And he said something. I can't remember what he said. Uh-oh, we got a tree kind of close right here. Wow, that was neat, wasn't it? I didn't hit that tree, Mary. I just don't remember. Oh, no, I wasn't. That's it. That's it. No, I wasn't killing gator or killing crocs. That's illegal. That's right. You want me to run 35 mile an hour, Graham? I'm going to be doing it in a pickup truck. My legs don't move that fast. Never have, never will. I'll probably cultivate this field and the one next to me, but before I move on to cultivate the rest, there will be 2 fields down the road to my west, 1 field to the east. Before I jump into them, I'm probably going to take the fertilize buggy and we'll get some fertilizer. Or not fertilizer, but lime. And the fields I'm done here, I'm going to get a little bit of lime on them, get them cleaned up. You just got to be able to run faster than the people you're with. I'm going to be real honest with you, Mike. Unless there's somebody in my group on crutches, I'm probably screwed. I'm probably screwed. You know, Coburn has a famous line. You ever see me running, shoot what's chasing me. Me no run. That's me too. Me too. We get back up that front corner, I'm kind of excited to pull the map up and see where we're at. You ever need to go gator fishing, I'd pick your friends carefully. I'm never going to go gator fishing, so we don't have to worry about that. We don't ever have to worry about that. I'm good. Mold. Can I ask, Big? Because I'll be honest, you and I have never talked about this. And if you don't want to say it here, send me a DM or have Angel send me a DM. And if you don't want to tell me that, I understand. You know, I'm 54, I'll be 55 in June. But I think I'm older than you. If I had to guess your age, honestly, I'd guess you at 45. And I don't want to offend you with that. I'm just, you know, just guessing. I don't think a bullet would stop a gator in that sense. Apparently you've never watched that one show. Shoot 'em! Shoot 'em! What the hell's shoot 'em mean? To me, it looks like they're shooting a 22. I can't believe they're shooting a gator with a 22 in the head and it's killing them. But, could be. Wow, Braden, you're young. That's Frank who said that? Who the hell is Frank? Really? She robbed the cradle, Big. Oh, you wrote that in there. I didn't read that part. I just read the ages. You were older than me when I was born in '88. Frank, I'll be real honest with you. I graduated high school in 1988. Swamp people. I honestly, guys, I really, I've never watched swamp people because I don't like the fighting with gators. It scares me. Hey, can I get a mod to delete that? Braden, you cannot put an age on chat when you're under 18. I think maybe I can delete that. Braden, you can get in big trouble. You can get me in trouble for that. The Purple Princess turns 21 this year. Holy cow, I was in the 8th grade in 88. Tell him. Yeah, Braden, you got to be real careful. If you put something like that in chats, you can get the streamer in trouble. You can get yourself banned. You don't want to do that. No, you're fine. You're not in trouble. I just don't want you in trouble. Oh, I said I was going to do this. We need to go to here. So the purple, the purple's going to be plowed here. This is what we've cultivated. So we're going to wipe this out. I'd kind of like to get this field done too, and then we're going to park it and we'll get all the lime done through that mix, and then we'll have these 3 here to go. I know I ought to just stick to cultivating and try to get everything cultivated in one night. That'd be pretty accomplished. I was 6 in 88. This is Forest, Wisconsin. Forest, Wisconsin. It's not a bad map. As I said earlier, Frank, I think you had stepped away. It's a little bit unfinished. If you're wanting a long-term map to play on, you could turn this into a long-term map. It's got a good base to it, but there are some changes you'd want to make. You know, so on the map, why is my front camera still off? I apologize. So up here you have all of this. Well, right here's the dealership, and there's not a lot of room when you buy something to drop it. My sell points, I'm assuming, is going to be down here, but I'm not real sure. I guess I could be up here. You do have some stuff out here in the woods. It's interesting. Looks nice. We might talk. What do you mean we might talk? We're talking right now, Frank. The pepperoni sausage stick. Get over it. You know what's bad, Big? Once you said your 2 ages, you have told me that before. I do remember it now. We were watching that live in maybe 4th grade, 2nd grade, 4th grade, in that area somewhere. Wouldn't have been 2nd. 4th or 5th grade, was watching it live. And when it exploded, the whole room was like, can you imagine being a school teacher, 20, 25 students in the room that just saw that live on TV, because there were students all over, not just the US, but the world watching that. Because it had Sally somebody on it that was a school teacher. If you were in 6th grade, and I think CMU said I'm 4 years older than you, I was born in 70. That is one of them things that no matter how long you live, you will know what you were doing when that event happened. With my dad, he can still tell me he was out behind the barn and they were working on the fuel filter of a tractor when they come across the radio and said JFK had been shot. He knows, I don't remember, but he can tell you the song that was playing on the radio. He can tell you what tractor was, what they were doing, who was with him. He can tell you everything. So if it was 6th grade for you, it'd have been 2nd grade for us, CM. She not happy with me because I didn't give her a piece of that. Yes. Oh, I see you down there too, mister. But, you know, with me, I remember being in the classroom. They wheeled the cart in that had the great big TV on it, and we all sat and we watched it, and we cheered when it lifted off, and we all cheered and watched it, and then all of a sudden it blew up, and it was like, I'm telling you, I think every mouth in that room was on the desk, because what'd we just see? A lot of cool people were born in the 70s, Graham. A real cool one was born in the 60s. Mama. I'm sure she can hear me. I got to get that out there. Oh. We can talk sometime, Biggs. You would have been, how would I have been in 10th grade? Let's do some math here, CM. I'm 4 years older than you. Oh, I would have been in 10th grade. I need to do some math here, CM. I'm way behind in the times. Hooked on phonics didn't work for me. I'm sorry, CM. You are correct. I'd have been in 10th grade. No, I'd been in 8th grade. You were in 4th? No, you were in 6th. Let's change the subject and talk about why pineapple does not belong on pizza, because I have clearly lost control of this one. You going to get yourself in trouble? Not me. No, you're not, Laura. Maybe I came down the 6th grade class from the other class. Hey, CM, for all you know, I failed 4 classes. I failed 4 different classes when I was in school, and you don't know. You don't know me. Don't judge me. I can't help I was 23 years old when I graduated high school. 5th grade was the best 4 years of my life. No, One Stone. One Stone, as of right now, Mama has not said she's got an email from Embark yet, but we did get an email back. They have received it. And I think she said that it could be 4 to 6 weeks before we get results back, but I thought you said it's normally considerably faster. So I'm thinking we may get results back pretty quick. You get your nose out of the trash can, mister. You don't need to be in there. Except for that was 2 damn word problems. And 3 years of grade 2. My golly, I wouldn't want 3 years of 2nd grade again. Somebody put a picture up on Facebook of some of the old school teachers where I went to school. And I caught it before I got clear across the field. My 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade teacher were all in that picture. Actually, my great-grandma was also in that picture. She was a 2nd grade teacher for a long time there. Wow, Jethro just repeated 8th grade. No, I'm second guessing when I saw it. Now, I'm actually better with pepperoni. Yours was faster. Pineapple does not go on any pizzas. Thank you, Frank. No, I mean, so guys, don't get me wrong. I have fun joking and teasing about this. Mama loves a Hawaiian. When we went up to Schwoke's last weekend, that's what her and father-in-law got, was a Hawaiian pizza. All I did was took a picture with 1 piece of pizza. I didn't eat any of it. I ate my own. I loved my 5 years of kindergarten. It was amazing nap time. You know, kindergarten's where I got my first whipping. And I got my whipping with a ping pong paddle. The teacher gave me a whipping with a ping pong paddle. A couple of us had got in a fight out on the playground, and I may have punched someone. And they saw me. And we got inside, and Miss Rose, who was the teacher, asked me if I had punched Neil. Nope. She said, we seen you do it. I said, I didn't do it. I sat and lied. Well, that's why I got the whipping. I didn't get a whipping because I punched him. I got a whipping because I lied to the teacher. I shall return. I have to hit the shower. Gotcha. Yes, it does too. No, it doesn't, Laura. Nap time should have been go-to until high school. Does she like pepperoni? Have her snap out the ham of pepperoni sometime. You want me to be honest, One Stone? I'm not big on ham on pizza. I mean, I'll do a meat lovers, but my pizza that I've always liked is sausage jalapeno. We're not going to start this, okay? Hey guys, looky here. We got a co-streamer. Oh lordy. Camera got knocked like heck. We got a co-streamer. He not happy right now. Pineapple pizza should be banned. Thank you, Steve. First kiss in the playhouse. I don't remember getting a kiss. I remember putting crayons on their side. So you know, like the edge of the table where it was a little bit off the table, a little bit on, and then you'd hit the part that was off the table and it would go flying, and it would hit the ceiling in there and leave crayon marks across the ceiling. Oh, I remember doing that. I got a whipping for that one too. Love meat lovers pizza or supreme. I can't do olives, so my supreme would be no olives. Oh, sausage jalapeno is the bomb. That's actually what I had at Schwoke's the other day. I had my sausage jalapeno, and I'm gonna be honest, Schwoke hooked me up on the jalapenos. You didn't have to worry about that pizza not having enough jalapenos on it or enough sausage. It had toppings. Why do you have to, why do you have to gut up? What did it, what? What are you talking about, Braden? Can you repeat that in English for us, please? Uh-huh. Yes, Mary. I don't understand it. I had a little bit to do in the front of this field, and then this field will be done. Oh, I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, thank you for retracting that, because I'm going to be real honest, Braden, ain't a soul in this room understood anything you just typed. Did anybody have the letters A through Z, and each letter had arms and legs? They were balloons that the teacher blew up. No. Ooh. Letter people balloons? Yeah, I know. I have no clue of that. Well, I don't know. Just everyday living, Braden. People tend to need to take a shower. It's not like he spilled pizza down in front of himself and needed to take a bath, or he all of a sudden just ran out and mowed the lawn. I mean, people wash themselves. Yeah, that would probably be a good one not to put in chat, Braden. I know up in these barns somewhere up in these trees here, I'm gonna have to slide another barn in. I just don't have enough room here for the equipment I've got. Looks like one pass. This field's done. Oh, dogs barked, ran off. No co-streamers again. So guys, as that little post there says, by chance, if you haven't, hit that thumbs up button. Really helps the stream. If you're not already subscribed, subscribing is free on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Our goal tonight was 645. We're going to try to hit 645 tonight. Our main goal is to hit 1,000. No, and I'll be honest that truthfully, Braden, that somebody could take that over the line. That's the reason I said you probably should remove it. Pigtail, ponytail, the one on the side of your head. Pigtails are on the side of your head. Ponytail was behind. Is that what you were after, Mike? No, my camera did not turn off, Braden. I hit a button and I turned it off. And I hit a button and I can turn it on. I knew what I was doing, bud. I know you knew. I messed up. Yeah, Braden, I'm no offense, bud. I've done this for 5 years. Trust me, I do stuff like that quite often. I know what I'm doing, bud. I appreciate you making sure. Now, I'll turn it off on purpose. The only thing I miss is if the camera locks up and that happens, I have no way to know that unless I see it clear over there. And if it's been off for an extreme period of time, I may have forgot to turn it on, but trust me, if it turned off, there chances are I turned it off. When was bargaining stragglers a thing? One stone, these were huge in the 70s and 80s. Stagger was the big four-wheel drive in this area. The biggest John Deere you could get was an 8850, and it was 300 horse. I think the 4786 was the biggest international at that time frame, and I think it was a little over 300 horse. But hell, you could get Staggers up to 450, 500 horse. These were the big four-wheel drives in this area. This is actually from the 70s. This isn't one of the new, you know, with Case IH naming their big four-wheel drives the Stagger and putting that color on some of them. That's a throwback to these tractors here. And they had names like the Panther, the Cheetah. I think this in here is a Panther, but Panther, Cheetah, maybe a Cougar. They had different names like that. I don't remember all them. I really wished my grandfather or dad would have had one of these instead of the John Deere. It was one of them. The grass is always greener on the other side. Well, I'll be dead serious. I wanted one of these so bad because I thought they were cool. Yes, I am. More of this map here I think you may enjoy. Oh, I foobarred right there. You guys see where I foobarred? Coming around the corner with the plow down, and I got into the, I got a little further than what I wanted to. And I'm gonna be real honest, while I'm right here and while I'm remembering it, we're gonna go in and fix that quick. Construction. Let's come down here. Let's go to painting. And I just come down here to the first grass one on the right. We're going to zoom in. I got to move some advanced EG out of the way. And now that we're painted, I come down here to grass. Put grass in. And then away we go again, guys. Fixing mistakes is, I think fixing mistakes is easier in 25 than it is 22. No, it wouldn't have been Case. I think International bought them out before Case and International went together. I think One Stone. I definitely could be wrong on that one. If someone wants to Google Stagger, I'm sure that would come up. I would be interested to know that. Why am I not allowed to landscape? Oh, trust me. Trust me. I can give you a lot of reasons, Big. You saw the size of silos on Alma. I haven't even been on Alma CM. I've got 3 other maps I'm pretty excited about that haven't even been on Alma. I'm looking at the 12-row plan. It looks like it's set up. Core correct. Could be 24. Trying to remember. Okay, so that's the thing, Mortar. That planner, as far as I know, unless you've got something I do or I don't, that 1223 is not out yet. The only Kinsey that's out is just the straight 12-row corn planter. And granted, you can put plates in it, and well, I guess that no, that's not a vacuum planter. That's plates. You can put plates in and you can plant beans through it, but not many people plant beans in 30-inch rows anymore. But yeah, the 1223, which is what I've got IRL, I can pick my front boxes up and plant 12 rows of corn in 30-inch rows. When I'm done, I change just the back units, because the front units are always beans, and I change my back units. And then I drop my front boxes, and then I can plant beans in 23 rows of beans in 15-inch rows. It was acquired by Case IH. Okay, so it was after Case and International went together. Thank you, Brax. International Company of Chicago purchased. So they bought 30% of it in the 70s. Yeah, CM, it's a lot like the ones we had in Iowa City Phase View map. Right, yeah, it's just a straight 12. So if we're doing realistic, that's just for corn. Well, hey, Mortar, I'll show you something, buddy. This is when I get in these maps and get into absolute realistic geek mode. There are some folks that would not enjoy this, and I understand it. But in this Kwanzaa hut right here, and this farm, I didn't put any of this in other than the fuel tank. But in here, right there is our 12-row Kinsey corn planter. And right there's our grain drill where we can plant beans and wheat with this. And then as far as the rest of the tillage, I have a nice Landau vertical tillage tool. And then there's our D21. That was a TW24 over there. We have 2 chisel plows on the farm. We've got the bigger full John Deere, and then we've got an old Alice. Then you see the Alice field cultivator we got. 2294 Case. Not a Case IH. That was straight Case. There's a grain cart. Got a fertilized buggy. And over there is a 2388. Be about a early 2000s model. 8-row corn head. And we do have, now this might be a little newer. But it is a MacDon head. And I'm pretty sure MacDon wouldn't have been out in the time frame this map is. But yeah, I'm doing it realistic, Mortar. Okay, that's how I'm doing it. We'll separate plan for just beans. Yeah, Kinsey just for the corn. I need to get you mods so you can come in here and play if you want to, Mortar. Mortar, you know you're more than welcome playing any map I've got, but I think you'd enjoy this one. I know Brax and BMAC are really enjoying Monteith, but I'll be honest, guys, that's grind. J&M, baby. Yeah, get them to me. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing with my streaming. No, I understand 100%. Okay, where are we at here? Okay, we're gonna cheat briefly. Nobody watch the side of this cultivator, please. Did it set? It did not set. There it set. So when we get up here, we're gonna come... Oh, we don't have to. Batman, this is Forest, Wisconsin. I played it Friday over on Twitch, and I wanted to kind of keep building on it some because I think I'm gonna put this on a server too. Let me get to the other end of the field and be able to set auto steer to come back, and I'll pull up the big map and show you what it looks like. Good map, good layout, but it's kind of, this is just my opinion, Batman, and I'm not trying to slam anybody. It's kind of unfinished. There's a lot of landscaping that could have been done to take it to the next level, and that hasn't been done. But that can be done if we were to decide this was going to be a long-term map. I have not made that decision yet, so I don't know. I figure Monteith's going to be around for a while. Oh, that ain't what I wanted to hit. I'm sorry, guys. I hit the wrong button on my end. I wanted to hit that button. You eating sunflower seeds? Not at all, One Stone. Actually, I used to. Yeah, and you remember that? They started making me sick. But there, Batman, that's the entire map. That's everything. And when I say unfinished, it's like this up here was kind of thrown in at the end. I mean, the shop here, there's not enough room to turn around. That could be fixed easily. It's got good field layout, and there are a little bit of everything. It'd be nice. There is some wooded area over here that you can mess with. So it looks like a nice little place. I'm probably going to put a few cattle on the farm. I may do pigs on this one. If we're going to do cattle on Monteith, I may do hogs on this one. Put me a hog barn up. I'm running a Kuhn Prolander 7500. Why are you running that, Mary? I'm running an Alice Chalmers field cultivator. I'm running real equipment. You know what's bad is I got to come in here to see what the heck that even is. That is an S-Tine field cultivator. It's just got a regular spring harrow at the back, and then it's got some rollers there. I'll be honest, Mary, that'd be a nice cultivator, but that's out of my price range for my farm. This Alice Chalmers I've got, I could probably buy 4 of them for the price you paid for that one, truthfully. This map, Frank, you're more than welcome.